Hey guys, it's Weston here, and today I'm going to be reviewing a pair of gloves. So you might be thinking, why are you reviewing a pair of gloves? I mean, you're a technology channel. So I guess you'll have to stick around and find out why I'm actually reviewing these. So these are made from cotton, just like most gloves you can get out there. So they actually fit really nice like cotton gloves, and they feel really nice. They're very warm as well, so if you live in colder climates they are actually pretty good as just gloves. The only issue is they do only come in one size fits all for this particular one. So if you've got, say, small to medium sized hands, you will notice that there is quite a bit of excess glove. So I found that wearing sort of tighter jackets does help, so you can actually tuck the glove into the jacket to reduce the excess sort of material. If you don't wear tighter clothes, then it is a little bit of an issue and you will have to constantly adjust these. So now we get on to why I'm actually reviewing a pair of gloves in the first place. So these gloves are actually designed to be used with smartphones and touchscreen devices. So they're made from 86% cotton, a 7% conductive material as well, which you can see on this close-up right here. And that just helps you actually use touchscreen phones. So you can just see really close up now, you can see the cotton fibre and the conductive fibre all woven in together to make it conductive. So using these as actual gloves, I found them to be no problem whatsoever. Like I said, they're really warm, and you can see getting your phone in and out of your pocket, there's no issue whatsoever. And I've actually found these easier to use than some really bulky gloves like snowboarding ones, for example. Using your phone though is actually pretty decent as well. So swiping through your UI with these gloves on is actually not too bad. It does take a little bit extra pressing and a little bit more pressure to actually use these than it does with your finger. But you can see, just like swiping through your UI and looking through apps is actually pretty simple. And even walking with a very slippy phone is actually quite easy. The only thing is though, I would advise caution here if you're using a very slippy phone, and I will cover that right now. So why you should avoid using these is because, like cotton gloves, they are slippy, and if you've got a glass or metal phone, then you will notice that these don't really do any favors. So just use extreme caution when you're using these, because they are very slippery. I mean, you can just see how easily the phone slips out of my hand, and I do have a leather skin on this as well, which does add grip. But you can see that makes no difference when you're wearing these gloves. So caution is advised when you're actually wearing these. Now we get on to the other issue, and that is precision. Now, like I said, swiping through the UI and stuff is absolutely fine. But when it comes to like sending a text message or actually writing a quick note or sending an email, these are a nightmare. When you're actually typing, it presses multiple letters and you're making constant spelling mistakes. And I've noticed I knock the capital button quite often, and the spacebar when I didn't need to, and it's just a real nightmare to use these for typing, to be honest. With a little bit of practice, you can actually use these pretty well. So I found using the tip of my finger to help, and applying a little bit more pressure as well does help with precision. Now, you wouldn't think there'd be a learning curve with gloves, but actually I found after a couple of days of using these, I could type a little bit better. Still obviously not as good as using your fingers, but it's pretty much the next best thing. Right guys, so now we get on to the conclusion. So for £5 these gloves are actually pretty reasonably priced. I mean, I've seen other gloves that don't do this for around similar, so in that respect they're pretty good value. So I guess the question is, should you actually get some of these gloves? Like I said, for a £5 they're pretty good value. But if they're any more money than that, then I would say no. Now, if you have got more money to spend, I would suggest looking at the North Face E-Tip range of gloves. These offer much better warmth, and they also offer grip on the palms as well. So if you're rocking a metal or glass phone, then these are much better and offer you that extra level of security over these cotton ones. So if you're on a stricter budget, these might be okay. If you've got a little bit more money to spend, then I would suggest looking at those. And I will link them both down in the description if you are interested. Right guys, so that is it for this review. Do all that good stuff, like, share, all that if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you all on the very next video.